Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Babe Brigade. Tap Mom and the Babe Brigade. Yeah, Amanda, hello. Forgive me if I stumble over my words. I had a tooth pulled yesterday. Yes, the tooth got pulled yesterday. I went and I actually set an alarm. You know, I never set alarms on my phone usually. Usually we sleep until we get up. Usually about 11 or 12 in the morning, something like that. My jaw is still pretty sore, so if I look a little weird, it's because my jaw is still sore right here where she pried that tooth. Yeah, it's still swollen and hurting right there. I do have pain medicine, but the pain medicine is knock you out medicine. It's that Tylenol 3 stuff, and it oh goodness, and it knocks me out. So, and apparently I just scratched something on my leg that I didn't know I had a sore on my leg. I gotta cut my nails down again. I have a tendency to scratch myself in my sleep, and the Tylenol 3 and any of the prescription pain meds like that make me itch really bad. And I take Benadryl with it to help with the itching, but it's not 100%. It doesn't take care of it 100%, unfortunately. So I still itch, and I'm still itchy. I did go outside and do a little raking in the yard earlier this afternoon. I know, me and yard work. Well, I wanted to go back there and see what I had to work with as far as where I was going to do the above ground planters and stuff like that, where in the yard I wanted to actually set that up, because I don't want it, because people steal. To be honest, people thieve, and I don't want to encourage anyone to walk in my yard to take something that ain't theirs, because I just don't. And so I'm gonna try to set them up where they're kind of out of sight of where people can't really see them. So I'm probably gonna set them along the back area here where they're kind of in front of the garage. The garage is full of my landlord's junk. It's chock full of his junk. And I don't really have need for a whole garage anyway. I don't. I just but I am going to but that's plenty of sun right there in front of the garage. And I think it's probably out of direct vision of people walking past, or people looky-loos, looking in the backyard. So I probably will, because I'm not going to plant much. Probably some Roma tomatoes, some maybe some zucchini and squash. I think that's probably about it. Yeah, I think that'll be about the extent of what I plant. Because I really physically don't think I'm up to caring for much more than that. So yeah, that's about all I'm going to worry with, is just, and maybe some cucumbers. Cucumbers would be nice. Yeah, cucumbers I think would grow fairly well. Yeah, I think I'd like some cucumbers. And so yeah, just some standard stuff that people grow around here. But I don't want anyone thinking that they can just traipse into my yard and take my vegetables, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I grow enough to share, I will share, but this being my first time doing all this by myself, I don't know how much I'm going to produce. So I'm going to be investing in all this stuff out of my own pocket. I don't want people just come roll up in here and think they could take it from me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I want to try to shield as much from looky-loos as I can. There's a high fence on this side and a high fence on that side, so I'm not worried about those neighbors seeing what I got going. But our front gate fence there is chain link, so you can easily see what's going on there. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try to put it in the shade of the house, but still in the sun, between where the back porch is and the garage. I'm gonna try to kind of hide it a little bit, if I can. I'm a little bit I don't know what you want to call it. Paranoid. That's what it is. Paranoid. I'm a little paranoid. Oh, and I did get the Jubilee blanket done. I'll put it at the end. I took a little video clip of it laid out on my bed, and it turned out really nice. I did finish connecting everything with the red yarn, and I went 2 rows around it with red, and then I finished it with a row of gold, and it really set it off really nicely. So I'm really proud of that blanket. It might be the prettiest blanket I've made thus far. So it's really pretty, and yeah, I'm a little torn on what to do with it now. Okay, now what? because with Maggie's intermittent chewing, if she chewed a hole in that blanket, I can't promise what my actions would be. Yeah, I mean, I managed to forgive her about the hole she chewed in the old Ode to God blanket. I was able to patch that pretty easy, and I forgave her for that, but this one took me a month to make. So I don't know if I would so easily forgive her for that. Plus, it's spectacular. It's the most spectacular granny square blanket I've ever made, and it's just, it's got $80 worth of yarn in it. Okay, it's got close to $85 worth of yarn in it. So we're not playing with the Jubilee blanket and little dogs' mouths. We're not playing. So it's not going on the bed anytime soon, because I don't want little chompers putting holes in it. And her and Theo get over there and get on top of my bed doing their little play fighting. And no. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it just yet. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, sell it. I don't know yet. I just enjoyed working with it. I enjoyed creating it, and it's done, and it's beautiful, and I have beautiful pictures, and it's time to move on. So I probably will start another one soon. I don't think I'm gonna 35 square another one, 35 to 12 round square another one anytime soon, but something, I probably will do another granny square blanket soon, but in beach colors. Yes, because I've had that on my mind as well. So yeah, but not 35 squares worth, no. But I do have some good news to report in the Maggie situation. She is doing so much better with her potty training. Now, I don't know if it's because when we got paid this month, we went and immediately got the chicken-based dog food and stopped giving her the lamb-based dog food that I had purchased, because I had purchased some lamb. I give them Iams dog food, dry dog food, and so I'd got some with lamb in it because I was like, reckon they're tired of eating chicken. So I thought maybe that this, about be nice for them to have something different. But it was giving her, I don't know about Theodore, but it didn't seem to have any effect on Theodore. But she had these really noxious passing gas farts. I mean, like, it smelled like raw sewage. It was bad. I mean, like, I was looking for raw sewage. I was looking for water leaks, and then then the smell would dissipate, and then it dawned on me, oh my God, she's farting like that. And I was like, her poor belly, her stomach must hurt. And so as soon as I could, I bought the chicken based, formula again, and then of course made sure that we bought only chicken and rice canned food. And it's been a few days, and her stomach seems to have returned back to normal, and no more of those toxic fume farts. And she's not had any accidents in the house today, and she only had one yesterday, which was early in the morning. So she's doing great. I'm so happy with that. Now, it has been so warm here today that I had to put on shorts and turn the air conditioner on. So yeah, I don't know if that has, and of course we had the back door open quite a bit, before I turned the air conditioner on. I've been just leaving it open and let them, roam in and out a little bit. But every time she even looks like she might be going to the area where she would have accidents at, I would snatch her up and throw her outside. I'm hoping that this is working. It must be. I think it finally, clicked in her head that, if I just go to the back door, Mom will let me out. So yeah. I think it's finally working. It only took her a month and a half. I think it's a combination of her stomach being back right, and it finally clicking in her head that this is what she needs to do. She needs to go out yonder and do her business. And so I'm grateful for her to hopefully be getting potty trained. And of course she's sticking to my side like glue. She's been right here at my feet most of the day when I haven't been off doing stuff. Where we did go for a short walk today. Some folks had their dogs, and they had folks, how you have when you have your front door, you have a screen door, like a glass screen door, and then a regular door. Well, some folks had their dogs right there at that glass screen door, and she went for them, and she about pulled me down when she did it. So I got to get a different leash system with her, because that was bad. And she did it the other day too, when some folks had their dogs loose in their yard. Folks should be able to have their dogs loose in the yard. I'm not begrudging anybody being able to have their dogs loose in their yard if they're, well-trained dogs that don't leave the yard. But Maggie went for them and about pulled me down that day too. So I've got to get a harness or something for her where she can't pull me so well, because my knees and stuff just can't take all that pulling. And my back, I have trouble with my back. But I did find out that my insurance will cover a chiropractor. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, chiropractor. So I just got to call around and get an appointment with one, and let them do some x-rays and stuff and see if they can adjust my back. I'm hoping that, that's what's going on with my back, that I just need some readjustment because of the weight loss, that maybe my back just needs some readjusting. I'm hoping that's all that's up with it. That's what makes sense to me. That's what makes sense, because it shouldn't, it's either that, or it's the extra skin that I'm carrying around, the extra, the excess skin that I'm carrying around, pulling down on my back and stuff. I think that has something to do with it too. But that's not something I can do anything about immediately. That's the process I have to go through. And I think my appointment, I might have to call and make one earlier than May. I think my appointment with the weight loss doctor isn't until May. But I'm gonna try. I got like 27 more pounds I want to lose before I go through with the skin removal. So if I can get those lost, then I'll feel like I'm, if I do that before May, then I'll call and make an appointment with him before then. I can do that. So, whew. That was an ordeal yesterday. When I left there, my whole left side of my face was numb, and ooh, it took like over 2 hours for the dentist to even get to me, because half of her staff didn't show up yesterday morning. It was a lady dentist, and then one of the assistants did show up, and they had took me back there and did some X-rays, which it was really cool how they do the X-rays now. I don't know if I hadn't been to a dentist in quite some time, so I didn't know that now they don't have to. Sorry, itchy. They have you just put your chin on this thing, and then the machine goes around your head. That's really cool. Versus how they used to have you bite down on this little disc thing, and it was really uncomfortable. I was not looking forward to that, but I like the little 360 thing where they go around your head. That was. Do you need out, baby? Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hold on, baby. Mama let you out. There you go, sweetheart. See how good she's doing? She's figured out how to let me know. She just went over there. I think she's learning from Theo, because that's what Theo does. He'll come over here and stand in front of me, and then he'll walk over to the door. So that's his way of telling me, "Hey, Ma, got to go out." But yeah. Then when the girl showed up, the little assistant girl showed up for the dentist. It was my time. It was time for her to pull my tooth, and she had me sit in the chair, and the girl come in there, and she's booted up the computer, and she talked about something that the doctor hadn't done yet, and the doctor just lost it. And she's like, "Well, I've been the only one here, and I've been the only one having to do this and do this and this." She said, "Of course I hadn't got to done that yet." She said, "I've been the only one here." She said, "Because my name's on the building, and everyone has to be taken care of because it's my name on the building." And I was like, because she was right. I mean, the girl showing up 2 hours late to work, and there was 2 or 3 other people that didn't show up at all. And I'd have been fit to be tied too if I was the boss, and I had, and I was stuck doing everything, and I was worried about my reputation because my name's on the building, and wanted to make sure all my people were taken care of. That she had every right to be upset, every right. And then a few minutes later, the young lady went down the hall and slammed a few doors. I didn't really notice because I was in the chair, and she had put something in my mouth to numb my gums up a little bit before she used the needle on my gums. She'd put this little swab in there to numb up the area that she was going to be using the needle on. And so I really didn't notice her slamming doors. I was in my own little world, wigging out about the needle. But when the girl came back in there, and she told her, she said, "If you slam one more door, then you can walk out and don't come back." I was like, whoa. And then the girl's kind of standing next to me, and I look over, and she's crying. And I just reached my hand over and kind of, rubbed her arm a little bit to let her know that I felt bad for her because she was crying. Now, did she deserve to be talked to the way she was talked to? Yes, actually she did. Because she was acting very unprofessional, and she didn't have a right to be mad that she was, because she was late coming into work, and she gonna try to say something to the boss about what the boss hadn't done, and she's 2 hours late. No. The boss had a right to be angry and to say what she did, and she didn't have a right to go slamming doors and acting a fool. So I just can't stand to see someone cry. Not to mention she was fixed to be doing stuff to my mouth, and I wanted her to be nice to me. All right, let me close this door for her. She's back. Good girl. Good girl. He's such a good girl. He's a good girl. That's your mama's good girl. That's your mama's good girl. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Yes, you are so good, baby. Yep, you gotta let her know she's doing good. Because that was a good amount of time she was able to go out there and do what she needed to do and come right back. She's turning into a really good dog. We've been really proud of her all day long. Yes, you'll be a good girl. Yep. But she like to never got that tooth out of my head. She pulling this way and pulling that way, and I could feel it. I could feel it being pulled on. It didn't, I mean, she numbed me up good enough that it didn't hurt, but I could feel it wedging back and forth and back and forth, and oof. Ooh. I was thinking to myself, this is why you put this off. This is why you put this off, because of this feeling right here, this pulling back and forth in your mouth. You don't like this very much. This is why you put this off. Yeah. But you know what the killer part is I scheduled another appointment to come back next month. To go back next month and get this one back here pulled, because it's been broken for years. Yeah, but they don't do teeth cleanings there. They don't do other routine type. They do mostly extractions and dentures. So that's mainly what they do at that place. Extractions and dentures. I ain't trying to get dentures. Not yet. So I'll probably end up having to go to another dentist to get a maybe get a cleaning, and maybe, I don't know, find out what's going on with my front teeth, bottom teeth, and see if there's anything that could be done with them. They look a little worse for the wear, but I think maybe just a teeth cleaning. What do you have? Give me that. Thank you. You don't need the wrappers. Let me get done with what I'm doing, and I'll go in there and get you a treat, okay? You deserve a treat. But yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, besides her having to dress down her employee, it was not a bad experience. The people, I chit-chatted some folks in the waiting room, and you know, had a nice conversations there. So that was nice, you know, and the lady at the front desk was super nice. And I think if the doc hadn't been short-handed and being worked to half to death, I think she probably would have had a better demeanor too. She wasn't rude. She wasn't rude in any way. She just, you know, stressed out. You know, obviously stressed out, but she was very polite in how she handled me. You know, open your mouth a little bit more, honey. Yeah, that's good, okay. You know, that kind of thing. Her bedside manner was perfect, so that was not a problem. She did know how to calm me. You know, she kept me calm, and she made me feel you know, secure in what she was doing, and that, you know, didn't stress me out any more than I could have been stressed out. But well, she numbed me up good. And it took all day, all afternoon. See, I got done about 10, and I was numb until late last night. So she numbed it up a lot, because she didn't want me to feel any pain, because it was broken down to the nerves, she said. So yeah, she didn't want me to feel any pain, and I'm grateful to her for that. If I had to live with numbness in my face and jaw and all that for the rest of the day, then that's just how I had, you know. It's okay. It could have been worse. And it's still sore, but she did, you know, prescribe me some Tylenol 3s to get me through the pain. And I took one last night before I went to bed, and then I woke up about 6 something this morning with pain, and took another one then, and laid back down, and then got back up about 11 or noon or something like that. And I haven't taken another one today, because I didn't want to have to go back to bed. I knew if I took one, I'd have to go back to bed, because, well, everything makes me sleepy. But no, I have worked on. This is the second square for Roxy's top, so I'm well on my way to getting that done. I got 26 rounds to, you know, total to do, and I don't know where. I don't know. I'm over halfway there, so that's not going to take me too long. And I'm working on. I got 3 skeins left of the yarn, and I'm only on the second skein, so we're good. We're good on yarn on that. and I should be able to get that done. But that's all I got for y'all tonight. Like I said, I'm going to attach a little clip, a little video I took of the Jubilee blanket laid out on my bed after I got her done this evening, and so I will attach that so y'all can see that, and hopefully I'll have some more for y'all tomorrow or soon anyway. What is tomorrow's Friday? Oh, and of course allergies. But Sunday I am going to Eva's, so I don't know. Every time I think I'm going to go out there and get video of her, I end up just sitting around and visiting, and I totally forget to video. So I don't want to promise y'all video and not deliver. So I don't know if I'll get video of Eva or not. I'm taking her a box of goodies, so maybe some stuff, a couple of things I made her, and some yarn and things. So yeah, just a box of goodies, and just to visit with her and her dogs and her husband, and enjoy the peace and quiet of the country for a little while, because they live way back in the sticks, way back. But I always like to go back and visit with her, and hopefully her channel will be up and running before too long. She's got some ideas for her channel, and some content that she's going to be creating, and me and Amy are going to help her along with that, and I look forward to seeing what she produces, and hopefully some shenanigans will be entailed. Don't we all like a little shenanigans every now and then? And with her and her husband, there's always a little shenanigans. It's funny. They pick on each other, pull pranks on each other. It's funny. So anyway, I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And of course, please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all later. Bye. Well, here it is, y'all. The Jubilee blanket is finally done. I connected everything with red, of course, and then I did 2 rows of red around the squares. After I connected them, I did 2 rows of that brighter red, and then I did 1 row of gold. And yeah, I think it turned out really nicely. It's big. To say the least, it was big. But yes, I think the Jubilee blanket turned out very nice. It's really pretty. I think this might be the prettiest blanket I've made yet. Yeah, I think it might be the prettiest one I've made yet.